Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out LiboView. I'm a little bit unshaven today, but I wanted to come outside and do a review of something we're getting ready to fire up, and that's our grill. Now, I used to have a propane grill. There it is there. And we used to use it all the time, and it works really well. We decided to go to a charcoal grill, and boy, is this a great upgrade. As far as taste and flavor, it's an upgrade. First thing I want to show you is the cover. It's probably a good idea that you order it. It's a custom fit cover. It's nice, it fits well, and it's really easy to lift off and put back on. So let's go ahead and scoot this thing out and take the cover off and start looking at it. Alright, so here it is, the Weber Premium Series grill. Now, I don't know how keen your eyes are and how well you know these grills, but this one's a few years old, so they've changed the design. The link that I'm putting down below is for the new design one because they no longer make this. However, they're essentially the same grill. They have a 3-tool holder. On the new one, they stand out from the dash. And on the new one, it has a timer that's built in, and you can actually set the timer for however long and then take it with you if you want, or you can leave it in. And the thermostat is into the top now. It sits in the top. It's no longer up on the handle. Other than that, all the features I'm going to go over are identical to the new one. Now this grill again is about 3 years old. This top isn't stained, it just needs cleaned. This is a really nice surface. It can handle a decent amount of heat, and we use it all the time for cutting and cooking and preparing. Now the top, going into the kettle, this is a ceramic coated kettle, and they do it with a baking process that's at 1500 degrees. So the ceramic is actually welded basically through a heat process to the steel. Now the handle itself is some sort of a glass phenolic material at 600 degrees. This handle's cool to touch. Of course, you have your exhaust control here. Outside you're going to see the lid holder. You just lift your lid and there you go. You don't have to worry about a place to put your lid. You also have air control here, and this will control 3 vents that are inside. Also, it controls these 3 bars that run inside the grill that will push the ashes off and into this container. This is a generous size container to hold quite a few ashes. So you don't have to be worried about the ashes dumping on the ground or blowing around, and you've got quite a few cycles of the handle here before this gets full and you have to empty it. Of course, there's a rack down here that you can put miscellaneous things. We have an extra tank or 2 down here. Then real large wheels for rolling over all kinds of terrain. However, you'll be lifting it and just using these casters on hard surface like it is now. And they also have brakes on them, so whenever you're cooking, you just apply the brakes and it'll keep it from rolling around. You also have this bin. Now, this is for charcoal. Now, I keep it in the bag. There's also a pair of pliers down there. I think there's some wood chips down there, but this keeps it dry. I've never had a problem with our charcoal being wet in the winter or after a hard rain. The best part about this is this igniting system. You just turn on your gas, hit this button, it sets off a piezo igniter inside the kettle there. You get the charcoal started using this propane. This propane tank lasts all summer, no problem. So we'll go inside the kettle now. There's a couple of baskets in here that's holding the charcoal. Those baskets are an extra accessory. I highly recommend it because you can really control direct and indirect heating. They also have trap doors on top of the grill, so you can add charcoal without moving the meat around. You can leave the meat on the main section of the grill and add charcoal as you need it. Down inside, we'll take a look at those 3 bars, and they just push the ashes down through those holes. The other nice thing before I started up here is whenever you're using your charcoal, I don't know if you ever noticed, but you'll get done cooking and you may still have charcoal left over like we do. All you have to do on this is close the doors, close that one down there to block off those 3 holes, and close that one there, and this thing will snuff itself out. And whatever charcoal's left over, all you got to do is grab the baskets, give them a shake, and then what I do is I add new charcoal on top of all this. I'm not using near as much charcoal as we have in the past with other grills. You can see I put the baskets over the burner that's coming in underneath. We'll go ahead and turn this on, and we'll hit the igniter. That's it. It's burning. And the nice thing about it is I didn't have to try to get this charcoal started with lighter fluid and paper and fanning it and doing all that crazy stuff. I don't know if you can tell today, it's a little bit windy, and I know the microphones on the camera sometimes pick up a little bit of noise. What you do whenever you're on a windy day is just hold this lid up and kind of direct the wind, whichever direction it's coming from, into the briquettes. And what that does is get you to the temperature that you want to be a little bit quicker. Okay, there you have it. And I'm going to put the link down below for it, for the baskets that you see inside holding the charcoal. Also for the cover, and I'll throw in a link for the Stubbs charcoal just in case you want to try it out. But I appreciate you watching LeboView. Thank you. Bye.